As occupants on the home we call planet Earth, it's important to be mindful about certain changes in the weather being recorded, even if they're gradual or they're sudden. We walk outside and see these changes every day, but what about the people whose jobs and lifestyles rely on the stability of the weather? Farmers, whether they grow crops to sell locally or commercially, have to depend on climate, which is measured in decades or longer periods of time in determining what the weather will bring. I talked to a lot of farmers at their first winter farmers market of the season, and they talked me through the annual fluctuations they face while growing their specialty crops.
Pumpkins, yes. Root vegetables, beets and carrots grow now as well. When your temperatures of the soil cool down and the air temperature cools down, a lot of greens will grow a lot better, and you'll kind of shift out of those summer crops like squash and tomatoes and peppers, and you'll move into your greens and your root vegetables and then your winter squashes.
You know, the last 3 years that the falls have been quite warm, definitely above average, September especially, and even October. So that's affected the berries in the fall. They like this cooler temperature, which is right now.
Science proves that climate is heating up for now, but climates are dynamic, and the current rise in temperature may just be an uptick in a cycle that will later go down. I talked to UNG's historical geology professor, Wayne Fuller, to present a different perspective of where the farmers are coming from and how Earth has formed through cycles of cooling and warming.
Use the term climate change. Climate change includes global cooling as well as global warming. So there are many episodes in the Earth's history that show that global cooling is just as real as global warming. And that's exactly what has to happen if there's going to be growth of glaciers.
Yes, it's climate change, but it's natural climate change. I don't think it's something, I'm sure we contributed to it, but I don't think it's the whole, the pollution and all that.
From a geologist's standpoint, Fuller assures that the Earth has been warming up since the last ice age, which was approximately 10,000 years ago.
And we have been warming up since the retreat of the Wisconsin ice sheet off of North America, and continue to do so, and probably will continue to do so into the future. But I can't tell you how long into the future.
As far as the next 5 years go for what Georgia farmers can expect from weather and climate, Fuller only anticipates that it will just gradually get a little warmer. Fuller also notes that Georgia's soil is very diverse when you look at how different crops grow in South Georgia versus North Georgia.
We're growing the scale we grow at, and we grow so many different kinds of things that there's always something that does better. If one thing's not doing good, there's something else that'll take its place.
So it's kind of, this is a gamble. It really is. I always said I wasn't a gambling person. Well, it made me tell a tale because this all here is a gamble. Because you don't know if it's going to produce or if it ain't going to produce, and what the weather's going to do.
While the farmers will continue to battle Georgia's fluctuating heat, they help in the green, earth-friendly movements by consuming the crops that grow in their very own backyard and invest in frugal agricultural practices.
Getting to know people that work the farmers market and them recognizing you and knowing what you want, and that's what I like the most about farmers market.
Aaron and Mark Phantom are the sole organizers of the farmers market, and the couple runs their Southern Essential Oils business alongside the farmer vendors.
Me, the almond oil is actually good for inflammation.
Fuller mentions some other solutions people can turn to.
I do have to caution the agricultural community about where they're going for solutions. Politicians aren't going to supply them with any solutions. They need to be in contact with the University of Georgia and its agricultural people up there to make sure they're growing the right crop for the right time and the right crop for the soils that we have here in the state of Georgia.
I'm August Lynch, Vanguard News.